college basketball season, and here in Memphis, Tennessee, the prospects for the Tigers has the city buzzing. From FedEx Forum, it's the 12th-ranked Memphis Tigers playing host to the Golden Eagles of Tennessee Tech.
In the OVC,
it'll be Jalen Duren and Daniel Ramsey tipping off. 17th meeting between these two schools, and Memphis wins the tap. Starting lineup for the Tigers, Alex Lomax, the senior, along with 17-year-old Emoni Bates, 18-year-old Jalen Duren, plus veterans Lester Quinones and DeAndre Williams. Quickly, Tennessee Tech in a zone for John Pelfrey, their head coach, entering his third season. 14 wins, 44 losses. Quickly, Williams underneath. Pumps, puts it up, and hits the first bucket of the season.
Memphis immediately into full court pressure for them to really harass and challenge Tennessee Tech and their guards. Here comes the trap.
For the Golden Eagles, Keyshawn Davidson, Junior Clay, John Petway, Biggie Goldman, and Daniel Ramsey. And that's an over and back, a violation right off the bat for the Golden Eagles.
Good glimpse in what you see in Penny Hardaway's half-court defense. Again, very athletic, very long. They can go deep. They can put a lot of pressure. Before you know it, you spent the majority of the shot clock avoiding the defense rather than attacking the offense.
Your officials for tonight's contest, Brian Shea, Lucas Santos, and Shane Land. Last meeting, November 6, 2018. That was the first game for Penny Hardaway as the head coach of the Tigers. Memphis winning here at FedEx Forum 76-61.
Memphis wants a lot of movement, a lot of picks, a lot of options off those pick and rolls. Nice move by Williams.
Yeah, the up and under by DeAndre. He has the first couple of buckets. The veteran joined the Tigers last year, December 16th, and he made a difference in their run to the NIT title. And they'll be unveiling the banner later in this first half today here at FedEx Forum.
Got a good look at Memphis attacking man-to-man defensively, really apply a lot of pressure. And again, they can go deep with a lot of different people to keep fresh guys in.
Clay from way downtown, off the mark. And Quinones will smartly let that go out of bounds. 4-0 Tigers, early going from FedEx Forum opening night around the country. There's John Pelfrey. 12th season overall, former head coach at South Alabama and the University of Arkansas, had 2 stints at the University of Florida as an assistant coach, and he's a UK Hall of Famer. Played for the Wildcats, played for both Eddie Sutton and then Rick Pitino.
And he is wanting to do more than just show up tonight. Very competitive, great conversation with him today. Really looking for his team to take the next step, particularly in the OVC conference.
Ramsey will be whistled for the bump as Duren got loose underneath, and it would have been an alley-oop jam if it was not for the personal foul on Ramsey. Quinones now double team with 15 on the shot clock. Duren reclassified, as did Emoni Bates. And he hits his baseline jumper. The turnaround goes for Jalen Duren.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to stop that. Pretty good defense, but again, Duren shows you his athletic ability. 6'9", 6'10", up and over on the baseline. That's just a shot you're just going to have to concede and tip your hat.
Good defense there, and then Biggie Goldman at an open 3. He's off the mark. Tigers have hit their first 3 shots. Bates comes down, takes the 3, and knocks it down. The Tigers 4 for 4, and they have jumped out to a 9-0 lead.
Again, another dimension. Bates shows you his range at 6'9", and he should be playing high school basketball right now, reclassified. So gives you a glimpse into his potential, particularly as he gets a little older, a little more mature physically.
Ramsey off the dish from Junior Clay. He can't get it to go. Slow start for the Golden Eagles. Out of the OVC, last year 5-22, 5-15 in conference play. Finished 11th in the OVC, but John Pelfrey has hopes that this team is going to be vastly improved this year. Air ball, but Quinones picks it up. Now just 10 on the shot clock. Quinones spins, and he gets clobbered, and he'll go to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Well, he's one of those glue guys for Penny Hardaway. Lester Quinones does a little of everything for the Tigers. Speaking of doing everything, Emoni Bates, 6'9", pulls up from well beyond the three-point range. That's just a scary look if you're an opponent seeing that option for Memphis.
Duren and Bates earlier today were both named to the John Wooden Award watch list. They played together, believe it or not, on an AAU team this past summer. Can you imagine?
Not sure I would be excited about seeing them lining up for the tip opposition-wise. Very talented. But again, Quinones You know, he does a lot of little things that you don't necessarily appreciate until you start watching film. Coaches obviously appreciate him, but he's not afraid to play tough defense, take the charge, get to stick his nose into the rebound, and he's very talented. Again, he's one of those glue guys for this year's edition of Penny Hardaway's Tigers.
Last season averaged 9.5 points, just under 6 rebounds, makes both free throws. And the Tigers right now pitching the shutout for Coach Anthony Penny Hardaway in his 4th season at the helm. 63-32 for Coach Hardaway. 3 straight 20-win seasons. And as I mentioned, last year's NIT championship. Look at the hustle by Alex Lomax, but it'll be out of bounds off Memphis.
Well, impressed early on with Memphis's defensive intensity. They are really challenging Tennessee Tech, not allowing them to set up offensively where they want, not giving them any time to relax.
Junior Clay's the guy that has to get going for Tennessee Tech. He makes this team tick. Good drive, better defense. That was Petway, the South Alabama transfer, a veteran player, played 4 years for the Jaguars, and great defense there by Jalen Duren.
In the last couple of years, John Pelfrey has only had a couple of real offensive options he can count on. He's expecting more production, and I think there'll be much more of a factor in the OVC race this year with this team.
Golden Eagles turn it over. Lomax for Duren. He didn't handle it cleanly, but he slams it down, and a nice assist by the senior. Davidson drives. Junior Clay reverses to the left hand, and that was pretty.
Much needed basket for Tennessee Tech, and you got it from exactly who you expect. Your leader, Junior Clay.
Stop the Tigers' run to start the game at 13-0. Duren now backing down Ramsey. He'll go reverse. And a great start for Jalen Duren with 4. Every Tiger has scored with the exception of Lomax, who dished out that pretty assist the last time down.
6'11", athleticism.
Ramsey from just inside the free throw line knocks it down. Daniel Ramsey, the 6'9" sophomore forward. A couple of seasons at Xavier before transferring to Tennessee Tech, but he has been limited by injuries. They call him Rambo. Got a Rambo and a Biggie on this Tennessee Tech roster.
Tennessee Tech trapping Memphis a little bit here and there just to keep them off balance.
Quinones, no. Great feed from Bates to Duren. And get ready for that, Tigers fans. Second chance opportunity for Memphis, and a great leave by Bates to Jalen Duren for the flush. Half dozen now for Duren. It's 17-4 Memphis.
It's important for Tennessee Tech just to settle down. They've had some good looks. Again, they're having to deal with a lot of Memphis pressure, the length, the athleticism.
Biggie, will they count it? They will. May have gotten away with a push, but he's going to get a 3-point opportunity when we return. Timeout on the floor at FedEx Forum. Great start for the Memphis Tigers, shooting 78% from the field. Alex Lomax, the senior, with a pretty alley-oop pass to Jalen Duren for the flush. Good to see the fans back in full force. The Tigers off to a sizzling start. They've hit 7 of 9 shots. Jalen Duren has 8. They lead 17-6. Let's introduce and welcome our third member of our broadcast team, Cassie Carlson, who's manning the sidelines. Hi, Cassie.
Hey, guys. Well, good news for the Tigers to start this season. Penny Hardaway got a phone call this morning to tell him that Chandler Lawson is eligible to play this season. The junior forward transfer from Oregon over the spring. He has been a full participant in practice and team activities leading up to game day, and he is available to play today. Penny Hardaway says that's good for this team. He has experience in the Pac-12 playing against some of the top college basketball teams in the country. He has NCAA tournament experience as well, and he thinks that'll be key for some of the young guys who have the early season nerves. He won't have that. We also just learned Jonathan Lawson, his brother, and Sam Onu are not dressed. They are redshirting this season.
Great information, Cassie. Thank you very much. That's a deep roster, John, and he has the luxury to be able to redshirt some players.
That is a nice luxury to have.
So Biggie Goldman converts the three-point play, and it's a 10-point game. Mamadou Diarra has checked in for the Golden Eagles.
John Pelfrey talked to his team today at shoot-around about when things don't go well, you got to keep your composure, keep battling. It's one of the things he wanted to see when things don't go well, how they reacted.
Landers Nolley just checks in, and that's what he does. He shoots, and he shoots well. He comes off the bench and knocks down the three, and the Tigers lead 20-7. Wholesale changes for Penny Hardaway's team. The only starter that remains in is Emoni Bates. Earl Timberlake, the transfer from Miami. Malcolm Dandridge, Jayden Hardaway, and the aforementioned Landers Nolley in the game. And that's Mamadou Diarra knocking down the three.
Confident looking stroke that time from Mamadou.
Speaking of confidence.
Wow.
Wow. 2 for 2 right out of the chute.
Well, that's a first team conference preseason, American Athletic pick coming off the bench to give you offense.
Well, a great recovery there by Nolley. They're going to call a foul, though, but wide open was Amadou Sila, who just checked in for John Pelfrey's team, and that was a missed assignment. He was wide open underneath.
Again, this is coming off your bench. Instant offense, and Landers Nolley finding the range earlier. A couple of threes already for Nolley. The Tigers enjoying a 13-point lead here with 13 and change to go in the first.
Tigers have hit 3 of 4 from distance, 9 of 11 overall. Both teams, though, are on a hot streak as Tech has hit 4 of their last 4, Memphis 3 of their last 3. And here's the aforementioned Amadou Sila at the free throw line. He makes the first. Both Sila and Diarra are from Bamako, Mali. Diarra, a transfer from Cincinnati. Sila now entering his 3rd season at Texas Tech, a dependable player for John Pelfrey. He makes both free throws.
Yeah, this is a much deeper Tennessee Tech addition this year than in the last couple of seasons, and more is expected. Still preseason ranked towards the bottom of the conference, but again, I think they've got some key pieces that when they get the combinations and comfort level going, I think they're going to be much higher than their preseason picks.
Nice job by Diarra defending Malcolm Dandridge as Timberlake tried to make the entry pass. Timberlake came to Memphis, had to deal with injuries, had a surgery, got healthy just before the 2 exhibition games, and now big part of the rotation, looking to step up after an injury-plagued first year in college basketball at the University of Miami. Here's Bates, corner 3 off the mark. Dandridge between 2 defenders had it, then he lost it. DeAndre Williams will check back in for Memphis. He'll give Emoni Bates a breather. Knocked away by Nolley. We saw a lot of pressure from Penny Hardaway's teams in the 2 exhibition games they played. We'll see how much full court pressure we'll see tonight and moving forward with the team this year. Obviously, they have the depth, they have the players to get them in and out and give them breathers.
Well, to play for Penny Hardaway, you're going to have to be a two-way performer. You're going to have to put out effort at the defensive end, not just to be an offensive scorer.
There was the trap, and they throw it away. 2-on-1 for the Tigers. Nolley, open 3 from the wing. Not that time, but we got a whistle on the rebound, and Malcolm Dandridge over the top will be called for the push. That'll be the first on Malcolm Dandridge.
Once again, the Tiger pressure forces a turnover. Didn't get to convert there, but Memphis really just causing a lot of problems with their length, their athleticism, willing to double team, trap, and really push you out of where you want to start on the floor offensively.
4 points for the Tigers off the 3 Golden Eagle turnovers.
Tennessee Tech, to their credit, they've got some composure, starting to put some good back-to-back possessions together.
Kenny White Jr. in the game, losing the dribble for a moment. 4 on the shot clock. Good pump fake by Diarra, and Dandridge commits the foul, and Diarra will shoot 3.
Now that's a mental mistake. You just can't commit. Shot clock running down, 2 seconds left, and you bail out Diarra. You like the effort. Now, again, the effort is good, but you got to know that shot clock where it is and make sure you don't commit that foul that far away.
There's the crew chief, Brian Shea, talking to Jalen Duren. We'll check in just a moment. So Diarra to the free throw line. And a guy who came from the University of Cincinnati, played sparingly. He played 3 games with the Bearcats, and then he opted out because of COVID concerns, but came back and played 9 more games. Actually played 12 more games, and then decided to transfer to Tennessee Tech.
Coach Pelfrey talks about potential. He says he's got it, but he's got to put it together. Really talked to him today about shooting with confidence, not hoping the shot goes in, expecting it. John Pelfrey spent a lot of time talking about confidence with the ball and what they were doing. Very impressed with his positive approach to his team at shoot-around today.
Speaking of impressive, so far, both teams a combined 8 for 8 from the free throw line. Golden Eagles now 6 for 6, and May will apply some pressure. Memphis easily breaks it. Timberlake taking it, and he got it blocked. He had the alley-oop pass there to Williams if he elected to go that way, but he did not.
Both teams like to push the ball up and down the floor. So pace will not be a challenge for either. Both like to run.
Dane Quest and Deontay Wood both in the game for Tennessee Tech. Diarra misses the three, but they get it back. And what a play by DeAndre Williams. He never gave up, as Diarra thought he had, or I should say, Sela thought he had an easy bucket, but Williams from behind.
Well, just great effort. Good hustle by Williams, not conceding that as an easy dunk.
We are at the under 12 timeout here at FedEx Forum. Great defense by Williams, but the Tigers' lead has been cut to 8. Tennessee Tech has weathered the early storm from the Tigers. Memphis jumped out to a 13-0 lead, but the Golden Eagles have pulled back to within 8. We got more on the sidelines from our own Cassie Carlson.
Well, hey, guys, if you look at the courtside seats, John Morant, the Grizzlies point guard, is sitting there, and he's here for Emoni Bates. They have a relationship that started before Emoni committed to Memphis. John Morant had reached out to him because he really liked his game, and since the relationship has developed even more. Emoni Bates calls him a big brother. John Morant calls him a little brother, and only 5 years separate these two in age. But Ja has really respected Emoni's game, has really taken him under his wing. Emoni has been over to his house. Ja Morant's parents have cooked for Emoni Bates, and he is here to support him. Emoni texted him with the date and time of his season opener, and Ja Morant said, "I'll be there."
What a basketball junkie. Ja is a big supporter of men, women, high school, college. It doesn't matter.
Glad to see his college allegiance in the OVC is overrated by his personal relationship with Emoni.
Great pass to Petway, and he has the lane wide open. He takes advantage of it, gets the 2, and the Golden Eagles within a half dozen.
Nice job by John Pelfrey's club, keeping their composure and battling back after a tough beginning to this game where Memphis just came out blazing.
Hardaway from the elbow. Jayden Hardaway, who's really improved with that stroke. He's also gotten a lot more size to him. A lot of hard work in the offseason by Penny's son.
Yeah, it looks good. Again, deep. This is a very, very deep and talented team that Penny Hardaway's got this year.
And Penny doing a little experimenting with lineups. He has...
That's 6'11". Jalen Duren on junior Clay at 6 feet.
Clay's going to work against Duren. Now just 3 on the shot clock. They're going to have to hoist a shot. It's Clay from distance, and it's off the mark. Nolley gets the rebound. But as I was going to say, Duren, Williams, Quinones, all starters back in the game, along with Hardaway and Landers Nolley. Quinones from the corner knocks down the 3. Lester shot 40% from beyond the arc last year, and he's really gotten very good with that three-point shot. Very dependable for Penny Hardaway.
Yeah, good ball movement by Memphis at their offensive end, and Tennessee Tech doesn't give Memphis any chance to relax. Again, good ball movement. Hardaway over to Quinones on the baseline. Finds the range. Tigers with another three-point bucket, and Tennessee Tech pushing the ball the other way, and they'll have it under the baseline.
Emoni Bates checks back in for Jayden Hardaway. 26 on the shot clock for the Golden Eagles, and somebody missed their assignment. Ramsey off the inbounds, an easy bucket. He now has 4.
Sometimes tough to play man-to-man defensively on those inbounds passes. That's why if you miss your assignment, somebody's open pretty quick.
Nolley pulls up from the elbow. He's off to a terrific start. Landers Nolley, who says he does not mind coming off the bench. Every time you think of a scorer off the bench, you think of old Vinnie Johnson, don't you, the microwave? And that'll be a foul against Nolley.
Did not take him long to get going. I just remember those Pistons teams, he just lit it up.
5 team fouls now against Memphis. Something to keep an eye on as we hit the 10-minute mark in first half action from FedEx Forum. There's Clay for 3.
Now, again, good job for Tennessee Tech with their composure. really in a situation close to a knockout punch early in this game, and they have battled all the way back, only down by 8.
5 points, 4 assists for Junior Clay, 3-time All-OVC performer. Oh, what a great feed from Nolley to DeAndre Williams for the reverse jam.
Very unselfish play on the part of Nolley. Found an open teammate, and Williams wide open underneath and gave him the ball.
Nolley gets the steal. Memphis has the numbers. Williams, the Euro step, lays it in. He now has 8 points, and John Pelfrey needs a timeout. He'll call that timeout with 9:26 remaining in the first half. So almost as soon as you said Tennessee Tech weathering the early storm, here comes Memphis with a flurry.
Well, good job by Memphis pushing the ball up the floor. Again, their defense has been the key to get these things started, and that's Williams at 6'9" in the open floor with a Euro step. Yeah, and he gives us a little replay. Yes, that's exactly what you did. But again, good job by Memphis pushing the ball up the floor. Defense creates the opportunity. Tigers with a 12-point lead.
Very interesting. Penny Hardaway has talked during the preseason about having a limited rotation, 8 to 10 players. He has used 9 so far in the first half. One of those players that everybody expected to be in the rotation is Josh Minott. We have not seen him. And remember, earlier today, the news that Cassie had about Chandler Lawson, Penny Hardaway says he does expect to see Chandler in the lineup. He has been practicing the entire time, but now has the green light to play, but he has yet to make an appearance.
Well, again, these first 4 games, you're really auditioning. You've had 2 dress rehearsals in the exhibition games. Now you're auditioning for time to get in that rotation. And Penny Hardaway and his coaching staff are looking which combinations work under what conditions. So now is the time to perform if you're a player.
Ramsey, Davidson, Clay, Goldman, Petway, the starters back in for Tennessee Tech. Here's Junior, blocked by Duren. Good ball movement by the Tigers. Bates with a wraparound pass to Duren.
Memphis ball.
Will be Tiger basketball, but boy, that was a beautiful no-look pass.
Duren gets the block. That gets the Tigers started in transition game. Again, you got a rim protector at the back, 6'11". Emoni Bates, 6'9", creates a lot of problems for you defensively. He can shoot over you. He can post you up if needed. Very agile and versatile.
John Pelfrey with a complete line change. He brings in 5. That second unit seemed to have more energy than the starters, so he quickly goes back to them.
Well, that's a luxury that he hadn't had in previous seasons. Now he's going to go, 10 deep, and he's got confidence to put him in the game. And as you mentioned, they gave him a nice little pick-me-up the first trip in there.
Got 5 Division I transfers, 1 on the shot clock. Lomax had to heave it. Williams fights for it, but coming down with it is Tennessee Tech. They lose it, but Memphis will be called for a foul, and it will be Williams, and he's not happy. But the hustle by DeAndre Williams, that has become his calling card.
Well, early on in this game, effort and hustle has been infectious. Tiger players willing to hit the deck. Again, getting in the passing lanes. Everybody contesting. That's a good sign if you're Penny Hardaway and this edition of the Tigers. Effort is absolutely there.
Kenny White Jr. with the basketball. Talking to John Pelfrey, he says he has high hopes for this guy. Good size, 6'7", a freshman out of Madisonville, Kentucky. Jump stop and over Duren. Went Dean Quest, but unable to knock it home.
Yeah, good challenge, though. That's a very athletic move. 6'6", Dean Quest taking it right to the rim.
And here comes Chandler Lawson, the transfer from the University of Oregon, who played 2 years for the Ducks. He played in all 59 games, had 20 starts, won 4 straight Tennessee High School State Championships here in Memphis. Quinones lines up the 3, no, and right off the bat, Lawson nearly got the rebound. Oh, what a great pass.
That was not easy to Deontay Wood, the recipient of a beautiful bounce pass.
The former University of Alabama player, he redshirted there, played 2 years at Jacksonville State. Now Deontay Wood, a part of Tennessee Tech. Bates, the crossover, and the top of the key 3. Second triple for Emoni Bates. He has a half dozen.
Well, you get a glimpse of why he was so highly regarded coming out of high school, reclassifying and preseason.
What a strip by Quinones. He knocked it right off Quest's leg, and it goes out of bounds. It'll be Memphis basketball when we return. Emoni Bates, just 17 years of age. He reclassified, and the Memphis fans are happy he did. It's the Tigers by 13. Welcome back to FedEx Forum. Memphis by 13. Last year for Tennessee Tech, they had some problems right off the bat with COVID. It even affected head coach John Pelphrey. That's Bates for another three, and he is sizzling with 9 points. He and Duren have already combined for 17. But then it continued towards the end of the season. They had, for the last 6 weeks of the season, just 7 scholarship players because of injuries. But now John Pelphrey, Cassie Carlson, is hoping that a bunch of transfers will help this team this season, as you see Wood hit his second bucket of the game.
Yeah, John Pelphrey bringing in 5 transfers into this program. He's credited Keyshawn Davidson and Junior Clay, his 2 experienced guards, for being competitors and warriors leading this team. But they said at the end of last season that they needed help, and so they went into that transfer portal. And this is a player-led program, a culture based on leadership, books, ball, and professionalism. And Pelphrey really credits the transfers for buying into that early. He said they're very transparent in the recruiting process, and they knew what they were getting into, and he's hoping they're going to help them this season.
Tigers get sloppy with the ball, and down at the other end, Tennessee Tech converts. Alex Lomax with the reach, count the bucket, and an opportunity for a 3-point play. But back at the other end, you saw Emoni Bates calling for the ball, but Duren was cutting right to the bucket, and he thought it was for him, and he bobbled it.
Yeah, that's when, again, experience during game conditions, that they won't make that same mistake, you know, late in December or whatnot. But Cassie makes a good point. John Pelphrey's program principles, leadership, books, ball, and professionalism, they really are trying to get these kids to buy into that. That's one of the important things that they really talk to their kids about, not just about wins and losses.
And there you see Penny Hardaway with his star-studded coaching staff, Larry Brown, Rasheed Wallace, their first year at the helm, and of course the holdover Cody Toppert, a lot of experience. And of course with Larry Brown, you're talking about a living legend, the Hall of Famer. That was a lane violation on that free throw. It didn't go in anyway. Memphis with a 12-point lead.
1-3-1 zone now for Tennessee Tech. Again, just trying to keep Memphis off balance, throwing them something different to have to react to.
3 from the wing for Nolley, not that time. Rebound by Marcus Hopkins, the 7-footer who checks in for John Pelphrey's team. Also Josh Minott, the freshman for Memphis, in the game. High hopes for Josh Minott. That'll be a foul against Memphis. And that'll put Tennessee Tech at the line. Tigers over the limit now, as Wood commits, or Wood will go to the free throw line.
Tennessee Tech has not been afraid to challenge the interior of the Memphis defense. They're doing a good job off the dribble, getting to the rim and applying some offensive pressure once they break the Tiger pressure. Memphis early in the game really did a good job of spreading them out and keeping on their heels with their trapping half-court defense.
Bonus free throw for Wood. He now has 5, looking for 6. That was the second personal on Alex Lomax. Tennessee Tech has only committed 3 fouls in this first half. Shooting now 50% from the floor. Tigers, though, sizzling at 67%. That's why the lead is still 11. But a lot of credit to John Pelphrey's team, as they have fought back from a 13-0 deficit to start the game. Wood converts both. He has 6, and the lead is cut to 10 as Jayden Hardaway will check in for Alex Lomax. So you got Chandler Lawson, Jayden Hardaway, Emoni Bates, Landers Nolley, and Josh Minott on the floor for Memphis. And once again, John Pelphrey going with the zone.
Ball movement so important against the zone, not necessarily dribble, but moving the ball around the perimeter, getting good looks.
Nolley, the step back off the heel. Hopkins gets the rebound, nearly got it stolen by Lawson. Hopkins, Quest, Mamadou Diarra in the game, Deontay Wood, and that's White with the ball for Tennessee Tech. Good ball movement by the Golden Eagles. Wood jump stop, lays it in with the left hand off the window, and the transfer from the University of Alabama and then Jacksonville State has 8 points. And Penny Hardaway needs a timeout with 5:01 to play in the first half. And here's the question that we had coming into the season with all this talent. Let's watch Wood.
Yeah, and we talked about this earlier. Tennessee Tech not afraid to challenge. Deontay Wood with another nice play, getting to the rim, left hand. Tough move, made it look easy.
John, it's all about trying to make everybody happy, but really that's not the most important thing. You got to play the players that will give you the best chance to win games, but how do you dispense the minutes? And Penny is trying different combinations, and I would imagine that's going to happen, as you were alluding to before we tipped, during the first 4 or 5, half a dozen games of the season to try to find out really who should be in that rotation and what combinations work best.
Look, again, these first 4 games at home before they get into the non-conference schedule on the road against Virginia Tech, these players are auditioning. They're looking for combinations, and the players and the coaches are evaluating who plays well in what conditions. Now it's live. The exhibitions are over, and the other team, they want to win too. Giving Memphis a lot to think about.
Hardaway step back. No, that was more one-on-one right there. Golden Eagles a chance to cut the deficit even lower, and that'll be a foul and a couple of free throws. So an golden opportunity here for the Golden Eagles. Josh Minott called for that one. And to the free throw line is Dane Quest, a sophomore guard out of Toronto, Ontario, Canada.
He's talented. John Pelfrey talked about looking for consistency from Quest, something they can count on with a regular basis. But at 6'6", very athletic. Again, gives you a lot of things you got to deal with. But impressed with the tenacity and the grit, quite frankly, of Tennessee Tech in this ball game.
Quest makes 1 of 2. Jalen Duren back in the game for Chandler Lawson. Approaching 4.5 to play in the first half, and the Memphis lead just 7. The 12th ranked team, according to the Associated Press preseason poll, as Josh Minott hits the 3 from the corner. The 4-star recruit from Boca Raton, Florida, and the lead back to 10. Tigers offense at 63% from the field, 54% from 3 has not been the issue in the first half. The defense, the vaunted defense from last year, struggling just a little bit, and that's going to go out of bounds. That'll be a turnover against Tennessee Tech, but that's to be understood, John, when you're throwing in a lot of new guys into the system.
Well, you've got to stop the ability for Tennessee Tech to get the rim off the dribble. They're putting a lot of pressure and going right at the Tiger rim, and I think that's maybe a little surprising because they are attacking. They are not conceding and standing back on their heels.
Hardaway from the corner. It's a 3-fest here at FedEx Forum as Hardaway drops the triple. Jayden with his first.
Tigers a little trap again.
And they get the turnover. That'll be number 7 against Tennessee Tech. So the pressure pays off, and Memphis will have the basketball when we return. But a couple of threes by Minott, and Hardaway has pushed that Tigers lead to 13. 3:45 remaining in the first half. Bombs away for Jayden Hardaway, and the lead is 13. .45 remaining in the first half. Memphis leads Tennessee Tech 46-33. Opening night here at FedEx Forum. Tigers have won 6 straight in their series with Tennessee Tech, 13-3 overall. The Tigers lead the series. I mentioned earlier that Penny Hardaway's first win as the Tigers head coach came on November 6th of 2018. The Tigers knocked off Tennessee Tech 76-61. Trying to open the season with a W, but the Golden Eagles, a strong showing in the first half. Again, Memphis jumped out to a 13-0 lead, but the Golden Eagles cut the margin in single digits, now back up to 13.
Both teams looking for a solid stretch run to finish the half. Tennessee Tech trying to get into the 13-point lead, and Memphis really trying to open it up.
Bates gets fouled by Petway, and he'll shoot a couple. John Petway, the grad student guard out of Safford, Alabama. 4 years with South Alabama before deciding to join forces with John Pelfrey.
Interesting. John Pelfrey said that when he asked him to come, he said, "You're going to have to compete for a spot." Petway said, "I'm ready to compete and serve whatever you need, Coach."
Bates unable to knock down the first. That's the first miss for Memphis, but only the 3rd free throw attempt. Tennessee Tech is 9 of 11. Again, Bates reclassifying. Should be technically a high school senior. Same deal with Jalen Duren. But remember, Emoni Bates, unlike Jalen Duren, will not be eligible for the draft in 2022, the NBA draft. He's got a minimum of 2 years that he has to stay. Clay, top of the key 3. Goldman runs it down. Second chance opportunity for the Golden Eagles. Bates skies for the rebound. That's that length.
I liked his aggressiveness, going hard after the defensive board.
Memphis out rebounding the Golden Eagles 11-10. Now Duren working on Goldman. Turnaround in the paint. No. Tip. No. Second opportunity, and he slams it down.
You got the flash of a little motion and a little tenacity there on the part of Duren.
Duren has 10. Bates has 10 to lead the Tigers. Williams and Nolley with 8. Good balanced scoring for Memphis. 16-point lead. That'll be a kick on Bates with 2:38 to play in the first half.
And if you're Penny Hardaway and the Tigers looking to open this thing up, and on the other end, Jalen Duren shows you why. Preseason Rookie of the Year in the American Athletic Conference.
Earl Timberlake will check in for Jayden Hardaway with 2:38 to play. Memphis owning its largest lead at 16. They had it at 16 a little bit earlier. 16 right now as well.
Yeah, just amazing. Duren at 6'11" on Junior Clay at 6 feet.
And a long-range three. That's a rainbow by Keyshawn Davidson. His first points of the game. More of an assist man. Sees the court very well. One of the leaders for this Tennessee Tech team. And then a steal by Pedway. Took it away from Duren, or from Bates rather, and slams it down. Second bucket for Pedway. Nice little run by Tennessee Tech, and then a foul is committed. And I believe that will be Junior Clay. That'll be the 6th against the Golden Eagles.
Good strip by Tennessee Tech. Pedway going to take it strong. Nice finish. Golden Eagles hanging around, just not going to go away quietly.
Josh Minott back in the game for Memphis.
So important if you're John Pelfrey's, coaches evaluating how competitive his group's going to be. Are they going to compete? They're going to get down if things don't go their way. And for the most part, they've been very resilient in this game.
Duren trying to bull his way in there for a bucket. Unable to knock it down. Goldman with the rebound. And that'll be out of bounds off Memphis. So 25 on the shot clock, 1:38 on the game clock. Tigers, the 12th ranked team in the Associated Press preseason poll, 16th in the coaches poll, lead by 11.
It is great to have another college season starting with the fans and everybody back to somewhat normalcy.
Well said, as Goldman knocks down to 3. 6 for the guy they call Biggie, and it's a single-digit deficit, 8-point game. Quinones give and go with Duren. And then Clay got his hand on it and he tied him up. And it'll be possession arrow favoring Tennessee Tech. Great defense there by the veteran player, Junior Clay.
That's a little inexperienced. Duren put it down on the floor where everybody comes into play. And Clay, with his experience, took it to a jump ball and alternating possession. Once again, the Golden Eagles with another chance to get into much closer, only down by 8.
If you're wondering where Lomax is, by the way, 2 fouls for Lomax, and that's why he's sat pretty much the rest of the first half. 8-0 run now for the Golden Eagles of Tennessee Tech. Goldman feeling it. Another 3, not that time. And it went out of bounds off Memphis. Nolley and Quinones were both there, and they were unable to corral the loose ball. So here's Lomax, who's going to come in with the 2 fouls. So maybe Penny rolling the dice a little bit with under a minute to play. Clay off balance 3. Goldman saves it, but he stepped on the baseline. So back-to-back air balls on 3-point attempts by Goldman and Clay, and the Tigers get it back with 48 to go in the first half. Mamadou Diarra will check in for defensive purposes, as will Amadou Sila. And let's see what Coach Hardaway and the Tigers dial up here. Because Sila had to officially check in at the scorer's table. You can't just jump in there whenever you want. There's Coach Hardaway.
Memphis with a lot of movement, screens. Really, defense got to communicate well.
Nolley put it up, got himself committed in the air, nowhere to go, and they turned the ball over. That will be for Memphis, turnover number 5. Make it 6. 6 turnovers for the Tigers, 7 for Tennessee Tech. About a 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock, and John Pelfrey has to call a 30-second timeout as they had an issue inbounding the basketball. So, John, your thoughts so far on this first half?
Glimpses of what Memphis possibly can be. You've seen some moments where their defense and their transition game and their offensive weapons, very impressive. For Tennessee Tech, I think you have to answer the question that, yes, John Pelfrey's club is willing to compete. They have competed. They've dealt with adversity and handled it very well. This is a much deeper and more talented team than he's had in recent years. So they are giving Memphis everything that they want in the first half. Penny Hardaway talked about this. He expected a tussle. He was not expecting any kind of easy game and really was talking to the team about that. And they are in for a battle. And you have to give Tennessee Tech a lot of credit for not being blown out when they were down a couple times by 16, right on the verge of really getting it to an unmanageable number.
Petway will get it inbound and gets it back. $19 on the shot clock now for Petway. Quinones, man-to-man defense. 10 now on the shot clock.
Getting a lot of motion and screening now for Tennessee Tech.
4 on the shot clock. Davidson got it blocked by Duren. Quinones picks it up. 6 to go in the first half. Quinones double team. Somebody's got to take a shot. Quinones will get it off for 3, and he knocks it down. String music for Lester Quinones. They had him double teamed, and for some reason they moved away. Lester hits the 3, and it's an 11-point game at the half. Memphis by 11. Now Cassie Carlson standing by with Coach Penny Hardaway.
Penny shooting 62% from the field right now. What do you like about your offense?
That we're making shots. The offense is looking pretty good.
This started on a 13-0 run. They cut to single digits. What do you need to see short of defensively?
Yeah, when we subbed, everything just went down. Our bench has to be ready to play. We'll be ready for the second half.
Thanks.
And that's exactly what we talked about, trying to find those right combinations, because defense is where he hangs his hat on, but it was offense that has given the Tigers this 11-point lead. Lester for 3 to end the first half. The Tigers leading Tennessee Tech on opening night, 52-41. And for Tennessee Tech, Keyshawn Davidson, Junior Clay, Biggie Goldman. But it will be Amadou Sila getting the start in the second half, along with...
Oh, nice backdoor pass.
Bates with the dipsy-do reverse style for the bucket. Petway's the other Tennessee Tech Golden Eagle on the floor to start the second half. So one replacement, but Bates has the bucket.
Once again, Memphis going to trap once you get across the half-court line. Really trying to create chaos, trying to force you back away from where you want to start your offense. And all you do is you're avoiding the defense rather than attacking offensively.
That one's short. Good ball movement. Petway lines up an open 3. Off the mark, and Quinones has the rebound. Memphis looking to push. Is that Williams on that last bucket? I think I gave that one to Bates.
Yes,
yeah, it was Williams.
Good pass by Duren, recognizing coming from the backside, Williams.
Goldman from behind got the block. And then Quinones, well, they're going to call that on.
Petway.
Yeah, Petway. They call the block. I thought they may have whistled Quinones for a push-off. Here's Larry Brown, you saw for a second, giving some words of advice to Quinones.
Defense never was able to establish guarding position, and Petway with the foul.
Yeah, he never extended his arm. I thought he extended it for a second. So Williams with that bucket now has 10. He joins Bates and Duren. 3 Tigers in double figures, all with 10.
Ball movement so important.
Williams, a lot of contact. Count the bucket and the foul. That'll go against Amadou Sila as DeAndre Williams Williams, like he started the game, is aggressive to start the second half.
This is a tough play that Williams makes look easy. That's not terrible defense by CeeLo, and obviously he got beat, but that's a tough underneath move with a reverse spin, and Williams is going to get the three-point opportunity.
And quickly, John Pelfrey will bring in Daniel Ramsey, who started the game, and also Deontay Wood. Wood will replace Petway. Petway now with a couple of fouls, but Wood provided 8 points for the Tennessee Tech offense in the first half. So Williams an opportunity for a three-point play. Unable to convert. What a difference Williams made for this Memphis team when he arrived and finally became eligible on December 16th.
Oh, Bates near steal.
Memphis went on to win the NIT title, thanks in large part to DeAndre Williams. He made a difference as a leader and as a performer on the floor. 8 now on the shot clock. Wood, that's a tough pass for the big guy to handle. Somebody's going to have to put it up. 1 second, they're not going to get it off. That was a low entry pass to Ramsey down below his knee, and by the time he got the ball, John, and was able to put it up, it obviously was a shot clock violation.
Well, that's just excellent team defense against John Pelfrey's club, because they never had a realistic shot opportunity and attempt the entire possession.
Bates reverse off the nice feed. He goes baseline, and that's 12 now for Emoni Bates.
Tigers up by 17.
Ramsey in the paint, in and out. Look at the Tigers fighting for that rebound.
3 of them. You had 3 guys going at the board.
Bates, he got himself in trouble there, and Lomax runs it down. He got himself in the air, nowhere to go. Lomax, Williams. Back to Alo for 3. Now, Duren, rebound, and the flush! The monster tomahawk from Jalen Duren. That's what you call authority, John Albright.
Can't coach that. That's just raw natural ability and desire to finish. Wow.
A lot of contact, ball's loose. Memphis trying to convert the Tennessee Tech turnover. Williams, Duren filling the lane, tried to go over Goldman. A lot of contact, unable to slam it down. And they're going to call an offensive foul on Duren, or are they?
Yeah, it's
Yes,
on Duren. Goldman was outside the arc. Let's make sure. Give him a lot of credit for taking. There's the previous play with Duren. Again, he could be playing high school basketball if he didn't reclassify this year. That's a scary thought. But he's only going to get better. He's only going to get better. He's still maturing physically and emotionally and mentally, understanding things at this level. But he has the raw ability to be impressive. Again, Goldman outside, may have been moving while he was up in the air.
Yeah,
he was clearly outside the arc, but he may have been moving underneath him.
Yeah, it looked like he didn't have complete position. Lomax gets the steal. Quinones turns around and lays it in off the window. Great hustle by Alex Lomax. That's what he brings you, that and leadership.
Tennessee Tech's got to be real careful right now. They are right on the verge of really having this game blown wide open. 21-point advantage now for Memphis. Defense starting to really kind of key in, sensing that this is the moment they make the big push.
In the meantime, Williams commits his 3rd personal.
Again, Tiger defense, good effort, good hustle by Lomax. Quinones, the recipient of the hustle. Tigers with their biggest lead of the night, 21 points.
Changes for Penny Hardaway's team. Josh Minott will replace Jalen Duren. And now Malcolm Dandridge off the bench. I'm sure he'll come in for DeAndre Williams. Yes, he does. Williams, again, the only player in the game with 3 fouls.
Nice luxury to bring guys like that in off your bench. Not
Absolutely.
much drop off in terms of what you expect offensively and defensively. Now, once again, Tennessee Tech has been able to answer every time they've gotten in trouble. They've done a good job of keeping their composure, but had not been down by this much.
Oh, Dandridge with the block on Deontay Wood, who got by Emoni Bates. So Wood, Hopkins back in the game. White also in the game for John Pelfrey's team. And Quest.
Again, another nice defensive play. Malcolm Dandridge redirects that shot by Wood.
Tigers on their largest lead at 21. Now 9 on the shot clock for White. Got by Dandridge.
Nice
Lays
move.
it in.
Pretty move that time by Kenny White.
4 points for White. Missed 17 games last year due to injury. But high hopes for him this season for John Pelfrey's team.
Penny Hardaway talking about spacing. He wants his team to spread it out. The reason spacing is so important, you don't want one defender to be able to guard 2 guys. Make all 5 guys have to play honestly.
Foul away from the shot, and that'll go against Malcolm Dandridge, fighting for the rebound. That'll be the 3rd against Memphis in the second half.
Call him Mr. Personality. He is a funny guy and has got a lot of great things to say. Fun to be around. Good teammate.
That's 3 personals now against Dandridge. So Dandridge and Williams with 3 each, and the pull-up jumper goes for Kenny White Jr. Half dozen now for White, and again, Tennessee Tech hanging around.
John Pelfrey talked that Kenny White was going to be a key for this team to go to the next level. He really was counting on him.
Memphis turns it over. Clay against Quinones. And White gets fouled, tripped rather, by Dandridge, so that will be number 4 against Malcolm Dandridge. Timeout on the floor at FedEx Forum. The Tigers got off to another great start. They started the game on a 13-0 run. Big start to start the second half. But Tennessee Tech hanging around. It's Memphis by 17. Thanks in part to Jalen Duren. 10-4 run for the Tigers to open up the second half. They have a 17-point lead over Tennessee Tech. Well, we've talked a lot about this Memphis coaching staff, and how did Penny Hardaway put it all together, Cassie Carlson?
Well, it all started in July. He hired Larry Brown, the only coach to win both an NBA and an NCAA title. That is a hire Penny Hardaway has wanted since he took the job at Memphis. Then in August, Jalen Duren commits to Memphis and reclassifies to the class of 2021. Just a few weeks later, Hardaway adds another splash hire, Rasheed Wallace, an NBA champion, joining the staff. And a day later, Emoni Bates says he's going to be a Tiger and then reclassifies as well. You look at the bench, including Cody Toppert, almost 60 years of combined NBA playing and coaching experience. But Penny Hardaway says everyone's done a really good job of checking their egos at the door. And he joked, everyone has their role. Cody Toppert is the analytics guy. Rasheed Wallace, the energy guy. Larry Brown, the veteran. And Penny said, me? I'm just here.
Oh, what a block by Minott. Climbing the ladder as he blocked White, and it's out of bounds off Tennessee Tech. Both teams turning the ball over, but what a great job by Minott to catch White.
Good effort, good hustle. As you mentioned, Minott with the block. The Tigers come out of that scuffle there with the ball.
And adding to what Cassie had to say, I guarantee you that staff in a pickup game against another coaching staff around the country, they do pretty well. Don't forget, Willie Kemp, Jeremy Hunt are part of the staff. They're with the Memphis Tigers, former Tiger greats. A lot of talent. 7 now on the shot clock for Memphis. And Quinones, or make that Lomax, throws it away, looking for Nolley, trying to post up. Penny Hardaway said before the game, had a chance to talk to him, you'd like to see the team keep the turnovers to 10 or less, and right now they're at 10. And Tennessee Tech with 11. So, again, John Pelfrey, no coach is happy with any turnovers, but the way Memphis was turning over their opponents in exhibition games, John Pelfrey's going to be pretty happy with the way his team has protected the basketball.
Well, they've competed, and as he said at halftime, the things that they wanted to do, they've done well. Just hadn't done enough of them. And as he mentioned, the shooting coach is from Memphis. Give him a raise.
Deep in the shot clock again, 5. White thought about it. The floater. Loose ball, and I think that may have went out of bounds off Lomax. So 20 more seconds here. Second chance opportunity for Tennessee Tech as Jalen Duren will check in for Alex Lomax. Also, Amadou Sila will check back in for Tennessee Tech. And it's strange to say Jalen Duren checks in for Alex Lomax. That's that positionless basketball that Penny talks about.
Well, he guarded
extreme.
He guarded Junior Clay for many series in the first half. 6'11" and guarding 6 foot.
And here's Duren out on White. But White's a little bit bigger. Nice crossover by White. 3 on the shot clock. Oh, Johnny on the spot is Dane Quest. He picked it up and laid it in with 2 on the shot clock. And a gift basket there for Quest. 62-47. Memphis by 15. Under 14 to play. Bates. Great feed to Minott, who slams it down. Boy, that was pretty. No look. Going baseline, Emoni Bates.
Nice job off the dribble with his vision. Knew where his teammate was, and Minott with the emphatic flush.
Now, I'm not sure if Ja's still here, but he probably is. He probably did the old binoculars deal that he does with eyes in the back of his head.
Pretty good game last night for Ja and company as the Grizzlies found a way to win against the Timberwolves here.
Sila, I should say, with the reverse. He has 4. Memphis by 15.
All right, now after Penny Hardaway, this is the point in the game you really want to see his team take over. They want to be emphatic and really have a strong run to really take Tennessee Tech out of this game.
Oh, Duren from Nolley. He doesn't need much room. He's got great hands, and he knows how to finish.
That's a good way to start a run.
White in traffic. And here comes Bates. Memphis looking to run again. Quinones, wing 3, got it. Memphis heating up again, but back comes Mamadou Diarra as he knocks down his second triple. 9 for Diarra, but Memphis on the strength of good hustle at one end, turning it into points at the other. 12:18 to play in the second half. It's Memphis by 17. Look at this great feed to Duren for the dunk. The mighty sound of the South in a festive mood, and why not? The Tigers lead Tennessee Tech on opening night by 17, and the Memphis men trying to make it a clean sweep on the hardwood as the Memphis women win their opener. Congratulations to new head coach Nikc Merriweather. They knock off Xavier 84-64. Jamira shoots with 15 points over at El Marone Fieldhouse on the University of Memphis campus. Great start for the Memphis women. The men trying to match it. Tyler Harris has checked in for Memphis. Officially a walk-on, but a former scholarship player from Memphis who transferred to Iowa State and now back in Memphis. Hardaway in the game. Corner 3, got another one. Jayden Hardaway with his second. He has 8. Memphis with a lot of weapons. Oh, Duren climbing the ladder, gets the block.
How about that for a rim protector? You can be very aggressive with that teammate behind you.
Nolley for 3. Not that time, but a foul was called.
Petway
hit him in the face. So 3 free throws for Landers Nolley. We'll check on his situation as well when we return. Timeout on the floor, 11:34 remaining in the second half. Memphis has opened it up again. It's the Tigers by 20. It's a lovely evening in the bluff city of Memphis, Tennessee. Nice look at part of the skyline of Memphis. The Tigers, the 12th ranked team in the nation, in the opener tonight lead Tennessee Tech 72-52. Now, in the corner right here, right-hand corner, you'll see Landers Nolley get hit by Petway, who's watching the ball and not really paying attention with his arm outstretched, John. That's just a big mistake by Petway.
Yeah, he's just following through, and that's an unforced mental error. I say it's physical contact, but mentally you got to know not to commit that. Nolley's going to get the 3 free throws as a result of the mistake.
Yeah, just a common foul, nothing flagrant about it.
Yeah.
Nolley misses the first. Memphis just 6 free throw attempts. They'll get 2 more. And 1 more now for Nolley, who's trying to get to double figures. Duren leading the way with 14 points to go along with 3 rebounds, 2 assists. 12 for Bates with 4 rebounds and 4 assists. Williams with 12 points, 2 rebounds, and 3 assists.
Tigers going to employ full court pressure after the made free throw, trapping in the corners.
Lester Quinones is 13 points on 3 of 5 shooting from 3, 4 rebounds. And now Nolley with 10, 4 assists and a rebound. Really balanced scoring from the Tigers. Tigers own their largest lead at 22. Davidson, good ball fake, well off the mark with that three-point attempt. And that foul on the loose ball will go against Tennessee Tech's Mamadou Diarra. Second on Diarra, fourth team foul on Tennessee Tech, each team with 4 team fouls here in the second half. 11 minutes to play. Alongside John Albright, I'm Greg Gaston. So glad you could spend part of your Tuesday evening with us here on ESPN Plus. The Tigers and Tennessee Tech in the season opener for both teams. Duren unable to handle that one, and that's a rarity.
That's one I think he expected to catch. Just gave the signal to Landers Nolley. That's my fault. Thanks for looking for me. Just couldn't quite corral it.
Biggie back in the game. That's Shandon Goldman. They call him Biggie, the 6'10 grad student. Started his career at Little Rock in 2016-17. Went to Panola College. Played at University of Northern Iowa. Was redshirted in 1920, and now he's back for another year at Tennessee Tech. So he's been in college for the last 3 decades, or seemingly. Quiet night for that guy, Junior Clay, just 5 points.
Well, he has not had anything that's been easy. He made a couple of nice moves inside, but every time he's had a perimeter shot, that guy's contesting him.
And how did he get that shot off? He split the defense between Hardaway and Duren. Hardaway called for the personal and a 3-point play for Clay, so maybe you heard us talking about him.
I don't think he liked your comments. And Junior Clay, who is going to be very important again, his coach talked about he was the first player for John Pelfrey who bought into the program principles, leadership books, ball and professionalism, and he's been a solid leader, not just scoring, but all the other areas of the game.
Well, 10th in assists in the conference last season, 3rd in threes per game, 2nd in the OVC in scoring. He does it all, and that was an absolute missile that I think may have hit somebody in the noggin in the second row. Wow.
Going to have to sign liability releases now. You said these courtside seats.
Yeah, some of the folks in the high rent district had to scurry.
Well, you like the fact that he's unselfish. Just got to take a little off that pass.
Ramsey from the free throw line, off the mark. Rebound by Duren. Isn't John Moran over there somewhere?
I know he would have caught it.
He would have caught it.
Yeah, he would have caught it.
Foul's going to be called against, I believe, Tyler Harris. 5 team fouls against Memphis. There's Tyler back in Memphis. Mentioned transferred from Iowa State, at Iowa State, averaged 7.5 points per game, was 2nd on the team with 39 threes, and he still holds the Memphis freshman record for threes in the season at 79. So you got that guy who could shoot as well.
Nights he's on, he can heat it up.
Memphis has hit 11 of 18 from 3. So each team getting a little sloppy here late in the contest. Under 10 to play. Memphis now with 13 turnovers. Tennessee Tech with 12. Harris from way downtown, in and out. Duren, Williams, Hardaway, Harris, and Nolley on the floor for Memphis. Davidson, Clay, Deontay Wood.
Yeah, 6'11" Duren guarding 6-foot Junior Clay.
Ramsey and Goldman are the 5 on the floor.
That's incredible. That really slows you down if you're Junior Clay.
And they're going to call Harris for the foul. That's a little bit of a height mismatch, is it not?
But it also really points out the versatility that Penny Hardaway's got when you can employ your 6'11", traditionally a center, out on the other team's scoring guard, point guard, 6 feet, and basically hold him in check. That's going to slow the other team's offense down dramatically, particularly if he's a key cog.
Yes, but you don't want Tyler Harris having to guard
Agreed.
Ramsey underneath. Wood in traffic, another big rejection from Jalen Duren. Williams back in the game with his 3 fouls. Open 3 in and out. 2 straight in and out for Memphis. They're now 11 of 20 from beyond the arc. A little trap from Memphis. Davidson for three. Duren, oh, he saved it back under his basket. That's a no-no, and Diarra gets it, and he's able to knock the shot off the glass. That'll give Diarra 11.
Yep, that's why you don't do a blind save underneath your basket. Good effort in terms of the hustle, but didn't know where he was going to try to tap it to, and as a result, Tennessee Tech with an easy basket.
Very unselfish passing for Memphis, and Harris hits the three from the corner. That'll end a scoring drought of nearly 3.5 minutes for Memphis. Lead back to 21, 77-56. So 12-21 from beyond the arc for the Tigers.
Well, that's a long time between buckets for a Memphis Tiger for Harris.
Yes, it is. 6 different Tigers have hit threes in this game.
Obviously, the point being you transferred and came back. So.
Davidson for three. He drills it with 1 tick to go on the shot clock. Davidson with 6. Golden Eagles 6 of 18 from beyond the arc for 33.3% as we approach 7 to play. Tigers by 18. Bates way downtown. Not that time. Nolley gets the rebound. And it's taken away by Goldman. Did he call a timeout? I believe he did get the timeout. We have a timeout on the floor at FedEx Forum. 6:53 remaining in the second half. The Memphis Tigers leading by 18, thanks in part to Jalen Duren on both ends of the court. It's been a heck of a debut for both Jalen Duren and Emoni Bates. Duren flushing at one end, blocking shots down at the other end. He's gone for 14 points on 7 of 10 shooting, 5 rebounds. And I know, Cassie, that he's in the back of his mind thinking about NBA, more than likely a one-and-doner. We don't know that for sure, but he's a team-first oriented guy. Yeah,
he is, and Penny Hardaway said he has always been that way. He told a story today that when he played with Emoni Bates in AAU over the summer, there was a game where Emoni Bates didn't start, and Jalen Duren went to his coach and asked if he could come off the bench as well, so Emoni Bates' feelings wouldn't be hurt, but he's all about developing here at Memphis. That's going on behind the scenes as he preps for the NBA. On the floor, he says he doesn't feel like he really needs to prove anything to the outsiders. If he's just blocking shots and catching lobs, he's all good with that. But what goes on behind the scenes is really where he's working on his development to go to the league.
Junior Clay a little bit out of control there, but he's able to draw the foul from Lester Quinones, and he'll go to the free throw line to shoot 2. So there's a lot of connections from the AAU circuit, as Cassie was saying, with Duren and with Bates, but also Keyshawn Davidson and Malcolm Dandridge played together for the Bluff City Legends. And you also have Daniel Ramsey, who played for Norton Hurd's team here in Memphis, AAU team. So a lot of connections on that AAU circuit with a number of the players in this game. Lead is 16 for Memphis, and that one just a little tall for Minott, who can jump out of the building. And there's, wow, Quinones was looking for the alley-oop to Williams. Memphis looking for those showstopper plays, getting a little sloppy, and in the meantime, Kenny White Jr. right down Main Street. He now has 8 points. Diarra leading Tennessee Tech with 11. Deontay Wood has 8. Clay now up to 9, and White has 8. So balance scoring for both teams. And Memphis calls a timeout with 5:58 to play. Again, getting a little sloppy. 15 turnovers now for Memphis, John. That's 3 more than Tennessee Tech.
Yeah, as you mentioned, Memphis a little ragged here the last couple of minutes. Some lackadaisical alley-oop attempts. Didn't have to have. Obviously, the execution wasn't there. And again, Tennessee Tech just hanging around. They just won't go away. Again, have to give John Pelfrey and his staff a lot of credit, as well as his kids. They've been down by 22 on a couple of occasions, right on the brink of really being flushed out of this game, and they just not going to quit.
7-0 run for the Golden Eagles over the last minute and change. They've hit their last 3 field goal attempts. In the meantime, as I said, sloppiness for Memphis. They've turned it over 5 times in the last 5.5 minutes.
Well, this is where you're looking for smart, efficient plays, knowing where you need to be on the floor, not allowing straight line drives to the basket. One attempt, blocking out on the boards, and then getting high percentage looks. Or it's time to get the free throw line if you're Memphis. They really have settled a lot. This time, maybe try to get some inside opportunities, get to the rim.
Bates, 3. Well off the mark, right into the hands of Goldman. Earl Timberlake back in for Memphis. So Quinones, Williams, Timberlake, Bates, and Duren on the floor for Memphis. Davidson with a couple of threes tonight. Has 6 for Tennessee Tech. Working against Williams. Now Goldman. And Biggie well off the mark with that 3-point attempt. Tough night for Goldman from distance. Just 1 of 6 from beyond the arc. He has 6 points to go along with 5 rebounds. He'll be a key player for John Pelfrey's team in the OVC this season.
Well, not just his scoring potential, but experience. Again, just unnecessary. Tigers another turnover.
Williams got caught in the air, and Timberlake may not have been on the spot he needed to be. As you saw the coaches, Penny Hardaway and Cody Topper, jump up and point to the spot for Earl. But in either case, miscommunication. Another turnover for Memphis. Davidson reverse. Duren altered the shot. And we got an offensive foul on the rebound by Diarra. Diarra with a push. That'll be the 5th team foul against Tennessee Tech.
Memphis needs to find a way to get a good look this trip. Again, as we've talked about, a little sloppy here the last couple of minutes. The effort has been good all night long. Time for the execution to line up.
Quinones, wing 3, not that time. Memphis now 12 of 24. They pulled down a bit, but that's still 50% from beyond the arc. They've had 12 triples in this game. Tigers haven't scored in over 3.5 minutes. Another altering shot there by Duren. If he's not blocking them, he's altering them. Bates the runner off the window, and he'll get a 3-point opportunity, and he is pumped about that one.
6'9" freshman handling the ball in the open court transition with a nice little hesitation and explosion move. Made it look easy.
Wholesale changes for both teams. Alex Lomax checking back in for Memphis. Should be 16 for Bates. They haven't posted that bucket yet.
Tigers with 5 players in double figures, so unselfish play.
Quinones, offensive rebound off the missed free throw and the putback by Lester. And that's what Lester brings you. The opportunity with his size to be able to get rebounds. He sees the court extremely well, and he hits threes and plays really good defense.
He's a glue guy, and he got the experience.
Clay. And over the top of the backboard and out of bounds. 3:40 to play. They can't get the ball down. Even Duren can't get it. He's not that tall. 3:40 to play in the second half. Memphis in control. They lead it by 18. The 5-star blue chippers, Emoni Bates and Jalen Duren, John Albright, have not disappointed tonight.
A nice unveiling for their first game officially for the Tigers. Obviously played a couple of exhibition games, but they've both contributed in double figures. They have shown flashes of exciting times to come if you're a Tiger fan. And both very unselfish. Both very willing to pass, play defense when called upon. Overall, still a very good debut for both of Penny Hardaway's freshmen.
Jalen Duren, 14 points, 5 rebounds. He has 5 blocked shots and 2 assists. Bates, they have him down for 14. I had him down for 16, but I'll defer to them. He's also got 4 rebounds and 4 assists. Memphis by 18, 3.5 to play. Pretty good effort by Tennessee Tech.
Good effort. Again, not going to get the win, but they're going to leave here knowing that they competed and they handled a lot of adversity and they can challenge. And I think, again, unless injuries or something unusual happens, this is a team that's going to do a little better than predicted in the OVC regular season race.
4th triple for Bates. He now has 17. Memphis hits their 13th. I can bet John Pelfrey's team will be working on their perimeter defense at their next practice. They've given up a number of open threes, but some of them have been contested. Davidson for 3. And a rebound by Quinones. They got a pretty cool promotion here in the Memphis area. If the Tigers win, and every game they win this year, you download the McDonald's app, you pay a penny for large fries. How about that? That's a good deal. Timberlake got it blocked after getting an offensive rebound. Duren puts it back up. 3 opportunities for Memphis. It will result in a couple of free throws for Jalen Duren. It's not good for the waistline, though. But I certainly enjoy a McDonald's French fries.
I'm just going to have no comment.
Do you not like the fries?
Oh, no, I like them a lot.
Yeah,
that's no comment I got to stick with. Nothing better than hot McDonald's fries.
Now, Jalen Duren, you look at the guy and go, he should be a senior in high school. Look how chiseled he is. He's a man. He's got a man's body already and will only get bigger and stronger with the help of Penny and Rasheed Wallace. Wholesale changes now for John Pelfrey's team. You look at Emoni Bates, certainly he's not going to be that big a guy, but at 17 years of age, he will put on some more pounds. He will put on some more weight.
You certainly see the flashes of his basketball capabilities, and as you mentioned, he's going to get stronger. You know, he's going to learn, going to be a little wiser. Again, I don't care what you do. It's hard to replicate playing at the college major Division I level until you actually get a chance to do it. This is their first real opportunity to do that. They've come through in fine colors here in the Tiger opener.
C.J. Gettelfinger from Knoxville, Tennessee, checks in for Tennessee Tech. Quest back in the game, hits the pull-up jumper. 5 for Dane Quest. Hopkins, the 7-footer, also back in the game. And making his first appearance, Caleb Christopher, whose brother Josh had an incredible career at Arizona State. That's where Caleb transferred from. And he's now a rookie with the Houston Rockets. Oh, nice feed to Gettelfinger, but Earl Timberlake swats that one into the front row. It's been a block party for Memphis tonight.
I just love Earl Timberlake's expression. It never changes. He is ready and businesslike 2 hours before game time, and it never changes. I love his attitude, and I look forward to some really good things. Again, good defense by Timberlake. Just swats it, no emotion, no change, just business as usual.
John Camden, the freshman from Downingtown, Pennsylvania, checks in for the first time. Chandler Lawson back in the game. Josh Minott returns as well for Memphis. And Jayden Hardaway checks back in. White's had a nice game. 1.5 minutes to play. That one by Quest is short. Memphis' largest lead was 22 a couple of times. And Earl Timberlake with the sweet jumper. That's one of the reasons why they believe that Earl Timberlake is going to blossom into a big star at Memphis and on his way to one-day play in the NBA. That'll be an offensive foul against Kenny White, but Timberlake has great court vision, is really strong, as you could tell, plays good defense, and the sky's the limit if he stays healthy.
Yeah, I mean, Timberlake's a big guard. I mean, he's 6'6", you mentioned. I mean, he's stocky, he's strong. And again, I like the demeanor, just all businesslike. No emotion.
Out of DeMatha High School, proven institution. Drive by Timberlake. The finger roll by Timberlake is a little short. Under a minute to play. Memphis has matched its largest lead. Christopher had it blocked. Chandler Lawson blocked it. Lawson running the fast break. Hardaway for three. Be a 2-on-1 here for Tennessee Tech. And Minott got back and took it away. Timberlake, well, he missed the layup, but Minott right there to lay it in. So Minott with 5. We'll see if Tennessee Tech throws up another shot. Will be White for 3. And then Camden with the rebound. He'll dribble it out. And Memphis wins its season opener. They get their 7th straight win over Tennessee Tech as the Tigers win it 89-65. It began really well for Memphis. They opened up a 13-0 lead to start the game, and you thought blowout city. Then they went on a 12-2 run to end the game over the last 4:09. But in between, Tennessee Tech played pretty well.
Again, John Pelfrey's team, they competed, they handled some adversity, and again, Memphis just too talented, too deep at the end, but some good things for John Pelfrey. Belmont, Morehead State, and Murray State are the preseason top 3, but I think you're going to hear from this Tennessee Tech team before the season's over. And if you're Memphis, there were a lot of good things. Again, they shot the ball extremely well, very unselfish, had some moments where, a couple of defensive lapses, but by and large, again, good outing for Memphis. A lot of things they can work on. Coaches will learn something about combination. And again, very, very unselfish, but this is a deep, very talented University of Memphis Tiger club.
Mamadou Diarra, the only Golden Eagle in double-digit scoring with 11. Memphis had some great balanced scoring. Emoni Bates, 17. Duren, 15. 15 for Quinones. 12 for Williams. 10 for Nolley. And they end up knocking down 13 of 26 threes. 50%, but the volume, 13. And right now, Cassie is standing by with one of the players of the game, Jalen Duren.
Jalen, 15.6 rebounds, 5 blocks. What did it take to get a win tonight?
It took a lot of effort. It took a lot of hard work. On my end, I just tried to do all I could do to get the win. I knew my team was going to come out here and play hard. It was the first game. It was a good one, and we got into our flow.
There's been a lot made up about this team, specifically with you and Emoni Bates. To put on a Tigers uniform for the first time and play in your first college game, what was it like?
It was exciting. It was very exciting. A lot of emotions. Very happy to be out there with my team. We got a great group of veteran guys who help us out and help us kind of stay calm in situations and just understand the game at this level.
Also, a very highly anticipated season for this team. What do you think you guys showed today?
How versatile we are defensively. We build our program on defense, and we like to guard and kind of get into people and guard 94 feet. So I think we showed that a lot tonight.
Congrats, Jalen.
Thank you, Cassie. Thank you, and congratulations to Jayden Duren. Penny Hardaway used 13 different players tonight in the victory. The final numbers, pretty strong for Memphis, especially shooting the ball.
Yeah, Memphis shot the ball very well. It's cooled off a little bit from three-point range, but still, anytime you're going to say you can shoot 50% from three-point range, that's a good sign. Tigers 40-plus points in the paint, so that's certainly acceptable. And I think you got a good glimpse of why the voters picked Jalen Duren as the preseason Rookie of the Year in the American Athletic Conference. I think they knew what they were talking about.
Tigers did turn it over 17. They forced 15 turnovers and scored 19 off those 15 turnovers. So for John Albright and Cassie Carlson, I'm Greg Gaston saying so long from FedEx Forum in Memphis. Final score, Tigers win 89-65 over